take another L. Designer on me, this they new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number 2.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Jones.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go.
To throw again, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted by the
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9 now. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. It's loose. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
For the field goal, a 23-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you're.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
49-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Eagles 3.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got it. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Here's Jones off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check.
Throwing again. Jones. He'll buy some time right. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in. And then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Flush to his right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Looking to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. That life was living ain't funny, but you cannot take up the funny.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Cardinals 14, Eagles 10. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 50, Mike 50.
Jones now on the keeper. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Tight go. Check 24.
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On 2nd down, here's the option. Jones out to the flat. That's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Cardinals 21, Eagles 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Philadelphia.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. on play action. They'll throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Jones now on 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. That one broken up by David Long on the defensive end.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
He's going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
It's all good, baby. It's all good.
So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Isaiah Simmons on the
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
1-yard line.
2nd and 4. Flushed out right. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Jones. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
3rd and 2.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run, 47 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Jones will try and run with it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jones into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
So deep trouble here, backed up to their own 1-yard line for 2nd and long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hits him in stride. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The 3rd quarter with the score Cardinals 21, Eagles 10.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
Turnover on downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Jones. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. On the option, Jones is going to keep it. He'll pitch it. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will get the lead up to 14.
Makes the score.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got point. Accomplished. It's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
The pass.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
A yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 40.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 23. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Down Eagles.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
23-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. Right back to Waller. He's got it this time. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are back within a score. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jones rolling to his right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Eagles 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
The Cardinals going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward.
Jones' pass intercepted by the Eagles. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Give him a shake.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Eagles 24. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cardinals, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.